Come with me as I show you how I pulled off 2 weeks from Barcelona to Andorra, through the French Riviera, and down Italy's coast to Cinque Terre for just €960, or about €70 a day. I ate like royalty, hiked loads, partied a bit. It was budget travel, but also comfy travel.
I'm here in the beautiful town of Cassis in the south of France. So I hadn't really planned anything to come to Europe, but my buddy Cam was traveling around. So I took a flight from Shannon to Barcelona, only €51, spent a night in Barcelona, and then we took a private blah car up to the mountains of Andorra. Andorra to me wasn't super attractive. Like the scenery was beautiful. I was kind of thinking I was just a bit spoilt with BC and the Alps. I'm so used to the mountains and I hate to think that I might be spoiled, but I asked a few people and did a few Google searches, and a lot of stuff came up online about it being the ugliest city in Europe. Now, I think it wasn't the architecture that was shit. Sorry, I don't think it was the scenery that was ugly. It was a lot of the architecture looked like it had been built in the 50s, 60s, 70s, perhaps, kind of like some malls and a lot of fast food and billboards. The buildings were like gray, square, nearly Soviet style, but not quite Soviet. And I was just a bit disappointed with it. I thought there'd be a load of cool bars and restaurants with the Spanish culture, which there wasn't many at all. The supermarkets were incredible, some really good food. So we cooked up some good meals. Um, Loads of olives. The drink was ridiculously priced. Like beers were as low as 33 cents. You could get a bottle of whiskey for €8, 5 liters of wine for €5. Really, really cheap country. So I think people come there because it's really low taxes, good shopping, and the skiing and the hiking. But if you're looking for nice buildings and kind of an atmosphere around the restaurants, I didn't find that. But let me know in the comments below if you know any better.
Oh yeah, I'm here in the supermarket in Andorra and it's so fucking cheap. There's like literally beers here for 35 cents. I can't believe it. Wines for 95 cents. Bottles of vodka for €10. We found Andorra a little boring, but now we've realized it's going to be quite entertaining because we're quite drunk while we're here in the supermarket. The food is cheap. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's go.
So this trip we're traveling quite on a budget, and to get out of Andorra, we found a blah car for €16, 3 hour ride to Toulouse, which was amazing. And from Toulouse to Marseille, we got a bus for €12, and then the train out to Cassis. Now I'd never heard of Cassis before, but my buddy had been here when he was 11 years old, and first impressions are wow, it was absolutely incredible. So we came and checked in, and this hostel, which is not really a hostel, it's more like a house with a few dorms, a few private rooms, got a pool, two kitchens, really cool chill out spots. It's not even listed on booking.com or Hostel World or any of the websites. They said that they just do well enough by word of mouth or people returning. And we immediately liked it so much that we're like, let's book extra nights. So we've decided to book 3 nights here. That's literally a 5 minute walk from the beach. It's so beautiful. There's hammocks, a pool, views of the sunset and the cliffs. And the staff there are super nice. They speak perfect English, but they're telling us all about what French cheeses we should buy and what restaurants to not eat in, rather than just recommending all these tourist restaurants. They're telling us the local spots, and super, super friendly. Really, really like that place. And then this morning it's about 7 a.m. So we've just come down to the beach. Cam is having a swim and I'm just chilling out. Going to go do some cliff walks this afternoon, and I'll get back to you then.
We're here in Cassis. The village is absolutely beautiful. There's loads of old buildings, like a yacht club, a marina, incredible little restaurants, tables, cafes. The scenery is absolutely incredible. The hostel we're staying at is amazing. Probably one of the best places I've ever stayed. I think I'm putting Cassis down at my new favorite place. Actually, maybe I won't even tell people that this is Cassis. It'll be a secret. The crowds haven't come here. There's just French. I'm beginning to learn more French. There's no English signs anywhere, which is perfect compared to where I've been traveling lately. It's just been mass tourism. So I'm really, really enjoying this place. But anyway, we did this cliff walk. It's along a bunch of fjords or sounds, and it's beautiful blue waters, yachts sailing in, swimming areas. You can see the fish from above. If you look down here, we're at the third fjord here along the hike. Palenkes, that's the one. And oh my God, these cliffs are probably, 200 meters high or 150 meters high. People rock climbing them, diving in, swimming. I can't get over these views. I've taken more photos today than I did in 3 days in Barcelona and Andorra. Weather's perfect. It's 26 degrees. It's May. It's not super expensive, not overcrowded. Don't come here, please. Don't want it to get overcrowded.
The market in Cassis was absolutely unreal. Meats, cheeses, olives, breads, fresh fruit and veggies. Basically a charcuterie board exploded and we just started living off the debris. I don't think we ate out once in France. Why bother when the strawberries tasted like candy and the bread was basically legal crack? Grabbed enough food for a few meals and an aggressively classy beach picnic with wine and cheese. Following day, we tried to hike to La Ciotat, a nearby town. Cam crushed it. We went over the cliffs. I only made it halfway, realized I was cooked, and started what I thought was a shortcut downwards.
Hey there, I just got into Monaco from Nice. It was €4.90 on the train and just about 20 minutes. The train was so packed. We were just squashed in there like sardines. It was crazy. I didn't even think people could fit, but they just kept pushing and pushing. So expecting lots and lots of tourists here, but it was actually have most of the place to myself. Have these beautiful little viewpoints. It's a tiny country. I'm still trying to understand the scale of it because remote roaming doesn't work here, so be warned of that if you come. There is free Wi-Fi, and which is unique for Europe, free toilets everywhere. It's absolutely spectacular. They're just taken down the Grand Prix track. So the whole circuit is, I think the Grand Prix was on just a few days ago and the whole circuit was there. As you can see in the background, there's the yacht club, a bunch of buildings. It's actually more affordable than I thought. There is meals for about €20 right on the side of the ports and the Grand Prix track. There's cocktails are about €25. I didn't get to see the beer price, but it could be worse. That's all I'm saying. I brought a packed lunch from France for the day. I brought some waters, we'll refill. I think I'll probably spend a few hours walking the place, spending some videos, but right now I've walked beside a few ports. There's a lot of really, really cool super yachts. Besides that, we've been spending the last few days in Nice. My first impression of Nice, I won't say average, but we stayed by the train station. It was okay. But as we walked into the center, it was absolutely spectacular. I know I say that a lot about everywhere, but so beautiful. The buildings are unique. The weather's amazing. And again, I expected this to be super, super expensive. It may be a bit out of my budget, but still can afford a few drinks, a few meals, but it's not over the top. Okay, I'm here at the Monaco Yacht Club. It is absolutely stunning. For some reason, there's no security. They just let you walk along, look at the boats. I guess anyone who can come here can afford it and aren't going to rob the place or something. Saying that, you can fly down for €13 on a Ryanair flight and get the €5 train into Monaco, so it doesn't cost that much. I'm absolutely surprised with the prices of things here. I thought it'd be uber expensive. I've seen like some really nice pizza restaurants. Not just like a cheap pizza, but like a fancy pizza restaurant where the pizzas are €14-15 pasta. There's definitely a big Italian influence on the food and the French influence. More so French, I would think. Still don't know the price of drinks. Haven't really looked into it, but it's really, really cool for a day trip. You can get a bus all around. I'm just walking clear across the country. And now I'm down here by the yacht club and I'm going to keep walking towards the casino, towards the east part of the country, I think, and get a train back to France. I wasn't sure when they said get the train along the coast. Do they actually mean kind of inland a bit? But it was really good views. It's pretty much on the coast, so you can see everything all along the way. Just passed by the Monaco Super Yacht Insurance Club. If you're looking for some good insurance for your super yacht, that's the place to go.
After a quick evening dinner in Antibes with my cousin, we coast-hopped into Italy via Genoa and landed in Levanto, just outside Cinque Terre. €32.50 per night here for this spot right in the centre of town. Levanto was our base for exploring Cinque Terre. The coastal hike, ridiculously beautiful, cliffs, colourful towns, ocean views. Every 5 minutes looked like a Windows screensaver. We rewarded ourselves the only way we knew how: pizza, wine, and aggressively collapsing on the train on ride back. I spent a relaxing day on a beach sipping Aperol Spritzes before we got the train to Pisa for a night. From here I booked a flight back to Ireland from Pisa, only €43.